Hi, my name is Z.B.McClure, and I'd like to share a few selections from my newest book, Opening Acts. I hope that you enjoy them, and if you're interested, the book will be available very soon at Amazon.com. So without further ado, let me share some of my selections from Opening Acts by Z.B.McClure. My first poem that opens up the book really is called Lord of Poets. Some might claim some muse inspired them, chose carefully each word with which to utter audibly thoughts once before unheard. But Lord, I'll credit you, master, translator, friend, for you have been my way with words, O beginning without end. Lord, you are my byline, bird whisper in my ear, forbid that I should glory in what's yours while I am here. Rather use each borrowed breath to bid all mortals yield to thee, eternal, seated Christ, for thee all heavens kneeled. That's the poem that I used to open my book with. I truly mean it. I believe that everything that we have in life is a gift from God. I don't believe that anything worthwhile ever came out of the human heart apart from the grace of God. Another story, I should say they're kind of like stories, but another poem that I'd like to read, kind of a narrative poem, tells a story and kind of sets the tone for the whole book. If you're a person who's searching for answers in life, and you're wondering the purpose of existence, why am I here? Is it all just an accident? I'd like you to consider getting my book. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. This poem here that I'm about to read to you is called Opening Act. She wiggled up close to him where he sat, complimented his rugged good looks. Thank you, dear soul, he whispered back, but I'm only the opening act. Now resting her head on his shoulder she sighed, then made deaf by the stars in her eyes, all of his words just vaporized. Truth overlooked is truth disguised. Too bad, she nearly realized all of this life is only the opening act, an introduction to that final scene where God sits there, that final scene when we will all stare at His magnificence. All wondrous things down here, only glimpses, only tiny hints of His presence, in whom all of life makes perfect sense. There's a couple of my selections I've read for you. I hope that you'll consider reading the rest of my poems. You know, sometimes people don't think much of poems, but the way I look at them, they communicate very directly and very succinctly in the age in which we live. In an age when we don't seem to have as much time to read, but we want that depth of thought. We want that understanding. Many times we don't want to take the time. Poems are God's ordained means by which to bring deep truths that we all need in a short, brief, almost kind of like what you might call a soundbite manner. And so once again, please consider the next week or so when this book will be released, Opening Acts. Check it out on Google it. And I hope that you comment about it. I hope that you like it. If you do truly enjoy it, I hope you spread the word all over the place. I believe that the Lord has given me the gift to write this book. The words in this book are not inspired. There's only one book in the entire universe that's inspired, and that's the Word of God. But I do believe that when I prayed and asked God to help me to write this book, I believe that He helped me. These are my words with His help. Hopefully to direct your attention to the greatest book in the universe, the Bible, which is the Word of God. That said, I'd like to bid you good evening, and I hope that you come back again to visit. Thank you very much.